Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sohile Ali Show, the only podcast hosted by a comedian. It's pretty crazy, guys. They can't believe no one else has thought of doing this. You know, people who tell jokes on stage, talking on a microphone to the world. Come on, guys. I mean, we're breaking new ground here. The least you can do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon to stay updated with all future episodes. I am very excited to be back here with you all today, talking about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of things, guys. As usual, we're going to go through everything. We're going to talk about the main headlines from this past week. We're going to react to the headlines live, nothing prepared, nothing scripted. We're just riff-raff and roaring through those. I'll give you all a weekly recap of what I was up to this past week. It's actually been a couple weeks since we've talked just one-on-one, and I can't wait to tell you all what I've been up to and how it's been up to me. How it's been up to me, how it's treated me. We're moving on. Might pitch some new joke ideas. We always try to do that in the coveted WTD new joke segment coming up later on the show. And of course, I will plug all my upcoming shows at the end, and you can find all of those at my website, sohile.com/shows. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the show. Today is Monday, November 3rd, 2025. It's true. It's November, no shave November. As you can tell, I am celebrating today, but I will be shaving tomorrow because this thing can only go for a day. But I decided to get a little scruffy on this Sunday for you all, so those of you watching on YouTube are enjoying that visually. And those of you listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to the Sohile Ali Show podcast, will just have to imagine what the greatest stubble you've ever seen in your life looks like, and then knock that down a few pegs, and that's pretty much where I'm at. Okay, fine, more than a few. What are you, perfect? But guys, I'm very excited to be talking to you all today. We have a bunch of headlines here. We're talking things including Illinois man charged with threatening Trump on social media, Nvidia becoming the first $5 trillion company. I was too busy buying Nvidia graphics cards to notice. Trump suggesting a third term. Tron Ares, the day Amazon broke the internet. Warner Brothers Discovery considering a sale, strongly considering a sale. Amazon replacing more than 500,000 jobs with robots. Massive crowds gathering for the No Kings protest. Hundreds of websites offline. It just takes your breath away. The brazen heist at the Louvre Museum. Guys, this is the story that just keeps on giving. Those guys robbed that thing like even worse than probably the easiest heist ever taken place. Remember like John Mulaney's joke about how easy it was to catch robbers back in the day because they would like sign their name and exactly say who they were when they robbed the place. This is like even more so than that. But guys, I'm just excited to be back with you. You know what I mean? I can't wait to tell you everything that I've been up to. It's been good. Alhamdulillah, shukr. Thank you, God. We're here. You know what I mean? We're doing it. And let's see. Let's start from the beginning. The beginning of time, really. No, but we can start with this first headline here, but I just want you all to know that whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well, and hope you have a good start to the week. And what better way to start your week than with your old pal Sohile? You know what I mean? That's what I say, baby. Your old pal Sohilio here for the down dealio, and let's get into it, baby. So, an Illinois man, I know how to pronounce it now. I used to say Illinois. It's very noisy there because of Chicago. But Illinois man charged with threatening Trump on social media. It's true. It's true. An Illinois man was charged with threatening President Trump on social media. Yeah, listen, man, cyberbullying is a problem. I think it's one of the biggest problems facing humanity today. And I'm not talking about when like AI bullies you. Because of like how stupid you're being. I really wish AI would bully us, honestly. I think that would help us kind of get through this whole thing. Because AI is kind of posing as like, oh, it's your buddy, it's your friend, it's your assistant, it's going to support you. And people are forming like parasocial, artificial, intelligent relationships with it. It's bad. Because AI is like inherently designed to support you, to be encouraging, to affirm you so that you keep using it, so you keep engaging with it. But the best thing, I think, is when you actually have an AI that's honest with you. And if AI is so honest that it actually ventures into the point of bullying, aka cyberbullying, then I think we're onto something here. Then I think we can all look each other and go, all right, man, this AI thing ain't half bad. You know what I mean? It's not just some fake, trying to pose as your friend. It's actually, it's throwing it back. It's ribbing you a little bit. It's roasting you a little bit. I think it's good. I think everybody should go into their ChatGPT settings right now in the personalization and put in the prompt, I want you to roast me alive like it's Comedy Central in the 2010s. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want out of my AI. I want to be cyberbullied. But this is not an AI obviously doing cyberbullying. This is an actual man in Illinois who is now being charged, I believe, up to 5 years in prison, depending on his sentencing, for threatening Trump on social media. Now, to be fair, he did say a lot of bad things. We don't say things like that on this program. We are a peaceful program. We are simply here for comedic entertainment, or at least entertainment, because we're just trying to get through the next 30 minutes. You know what I mean? But this guy took it too far, man. This guy took it too far. You cannot take it too far. You can't just straight up say, for example, that you're going to kill somebody. All right? That is not what social media was designed for. Social media was designed to show us artificial intelligent videos of Stephen Hawking doing WWE fights. That's what our social media is designed for. It's just to keep us on there scrolling the funniest things you ever seen in your life on Reels, so that every so often you'll go by a Downy ad and you'll be fine. But this guy took it too far, okay? I'm all for free speech, but not free consequences, okay? So all that to say, guys, if you're planning on commenting on this video, for example, and you don't like me, it's okay. Hey, kidding me? Most days, I'm with you. And if you really hate me and you just want to leave a comment and go, who's this dumb MNFer looking like he just designed a whole podcast set to just so he can block the books behind his shoulder? They're back there. These are real books. But I got the Pacers hat and IU hat. You have every right to comment that. You comment that right now. I actually encourage it. I want you to write a hate comment, because we could use any comment. But I want you to write any comment, especially if it's a hate comment, because we need engagement and I need to be humbled sometimes. But you shouldn't. You're not allowed to write that you want me dead without consequences. And I'm not like a big, I'm not the president. I'm the president of my company. Me, myself, and I. And I'll tell you, as someone who's been in my own company the whole time, we are struggling. But the idea is, you can't say you want to kill somebody. You just can't say that, let alone the president, all right? So freedom of speech, freedom of consequence, right? But all that to say, get your anonymous accounts up. You know what I mean? Don't tie your LinkedIn and your personal profile to things. I'm not saying you should be doing these things, but if you are, protect yourself. Anyway. Moving on, guys, this next headline consists of a company and a field that I hold near and dear, as they took so much of my money when I was in high school, college, and really to this day. And that's Nvidia. Nvidia becomes the first $5 trillion company. That's right. The company behind the graphics cards that funded artificial intelligence farms and software being made every second, and also that run of high school gaming sessions you had when you should have been studying for the AP Lang test. Yes, I got a 3, and I regret it to this day. I could have tested out of English, dude. Are you kidding me? Anyway, but yeah, Nvidia, $5 trillion company. This is, I think just months ago, it was like 3 trillion, 4 trillion. So just in the same year, we're seeing astronomical numbers out of Nvidia. And so to all of you out there who were too busy playing Counter-Strike Go, or gosh, what were we playing? Overwatch, Fortnite on the Nvidia graphics cards, congratulations. You contributed to the $5 trillion valuation. So let's give ourselves a big hand, hey, because we did it. We did it. And Nvidia is surely going to reward us for our participation. We are all shareholders in the Nvidia company. We should all be so happy that we're all going to get a piece of that $5 trillion someday. It's coming. It's coming. Did I buy, let's see, 1080, 2070, 3080? Currently have it. Haven't done the 4000 generation yet, because I barely use the computer I have now. It's sitting there. It's a beautiful desk piece. My PC gaming setup. It's a beautiful desk piece at home. And every day I walk by it and go, man, I really wish I played more games. Instead of talking about Nvidia's $5 trillion thing, I want to play on a Nvidia graphics card for God's sakes. But you know, you only have so much time in a day, so much energy at your disposal. And what are you doing? You've taken some of your time and your precious attention and your precious energy, which I appreciate so much, and you've given it to me in this program. And that's a beautiful thing. So I'll tell you, if I ever have close to $5 trillion, I'll give you some. So if you want to lock that in, just go ahead and comment below and say, hey, I was here. I'm giving you my attention. I'm giving you my energy. So when you get close to $5 trillion, hey, kick it back. And I will add you to the list. We got lists over here, baby. We don't hide our lists. You know what I mean? We're not some of this U.S. government hiding lists. You know, I got lists for days. I'll show you all of them. Shout out to Joe List. But yeah, that's the news from Nvidia. You know, with AI, everybody uses graphics cards, the microprocessors, all that stuff. So Nvidia's just going to go up, up, and up. I honestly predict it'll be 10 trillion next year. Who cares? It's just these numbers just represent how desperately we are abusing ourselves with the products of a company. That's all it is. When you see McDonald's sign, it says billions and billions served, probably trillions at this point, billions and billions served. That's just a metric. That's the impact they've made on humanity. That's how desperate we are to have a Big Mac at 3:30 in the morning and pretend it didn't happen. Because it didn't. So yeah, that's the Nvidia news. Moving on, guys. I mean, it's happening, so we have to talk about it. Trump suggests he knows he can't run again. Quote, it's too bad. Despite the Constitution's 2-term limit, Trump has mused for months about a third term. Trump is teasing us about a third term. Guys, this is just like any movie that you say, come on, dude, just come back. Just come back and let's make another. I mean, this is like, you know, the Dark Knight trilogy had 3 awesome movies. It took time. Dark Knight Rises 2012. And they took some time. They took some time before, you know, they brought Batman v Superman. You know, they brought the Robert Pattinson Superman. But this is like, you know, nobody asked for The Godfather Part 3, right? I certainly didn't ask for it because I wasn't even alive yet. But I think a Trump third term would kind of be like Godfather 3. Like, it's fine. It gets the job done. But it kind of ruins the other 2 for the real fans. So, with that being said, if you find yourself rooting for a Trump third term, which is your right, I would ask yourself this. Have you seen The Godfather Part 3? Have you seen The Godfather Part 3 recently? And are you aware of the impact The Godfather Part 3 had on the first one, the arguably greatest film of film, and the second one, arguably the greatest sequel of sequels? Are you aware of the impact something that is third can have on the first 2? I see you, Hangover 3. Fuck. Oh, sorry. We just got fined. We don't curse on this program. This is a family-friendly program, okay? We're not getting into the dirty stuff. You can bring your kid. If your kid could watch this program, he's gonna learn what not to do with his life, but he can watch it. I will see your Godfather 3, and I will raise you a Hangover 3. That should get the entire point across. You don't make a third movie. You don't do it a third time. There's a reason. There's a 2-term limit because things in thirds never go great. Hangover 3 had its moments, but golly. Anyway, speaking of movies, who likes movies out there? Raise your hand. I love movies. Excuse me. What are you, picking your nose on a podcast, dude? No. I love movies. I love learning about the business of movies. There's actually a book over here by executive producer of the Batman movies and IU alumni, Michael Uslan. Shout out to Michael. His book, Batman's Batman, is right there. I took his classes, and I would even say he's a friend. He's a mentor. He's the GOAT. Michael taught us to learn about the business of producing motion pictures and all that goes into it. And so I'm always fascinated when things, movies are being released, how they're released, and ultimately how they were received. And a movie recently was so poorly received that everybody said really no star could have saved this movie. And I want to talk about it for a little bit because I've ridden its ride. I've seen the first two of their movies. I enjoy them. And I honestly, I did not think it would do this bad. I didn't think it would be a smash hit, but I didn't think it would do this bad. And that's right, we're talking about Morbius 3. No, actually, it's Tron Ares. Tron Ares ran off the grid. Disney sci-fi movie set to lose $132 million. Tron Ares is set to lose $132 million. I don't even think I could come up with a plan to lose $132 million in the same amount of time. That's honestly impressive. That's pretty impressive. You got to give it to them. But yeah, this thing has a crazy story, but the main idea is maybe people who were really into a niche movie genre from the 80s had a sequel in the 2010s, which was cool, but let's be honest, was carried by a amazing soundtrack, Daft Punk. And who would have thought that that niche of an audience would not come out to see it being portrayed by none other than Jared, never met a girl he didn't creep out, Leto, Greta Lee, great actor, studio, past lives. Well, this thing is past its life, I'll tell you that. And it's unfortunately ran off the grid. That's as the great headline writes. But 132 million, holy, I mean, they were pushing this thing, man. They were really trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, it was so niche, and it's not, like, it's kind of an action movie, sure, but it's really, really like banking on like, hey, remember Tron? Remember how cool Tron was and neon lights and whoa. And I have connection to Tron. Like I say, I like Tron. I own the first two movies on Blu-ray. We've gone to Disney World. We've ridden the rides many times. We've paid $20 for the lightning lane just to ride the dang thing. So we're a big Tron fans. I did not see this movie. Jerry Kramer, I did not see the movie. And I'll be honest, my close friends who love Tron, they didn't see the movie. Because the movie's different. The movie's different. You can't ride a movie unless it's, you know, one of them 4DX things where the chair shakes and stuff. But, man, Tron. Heart goes out to you. Hassan Minhaj is in it. Comedian. Fellow Brown guy. And they couldn't do it. But, you know what I mean? It should just show, movies should be made if it's a good idea. Movies should be made. Guys, I'm not trying to blow your minds here, but I got something profound to say. Movies should be made if they're a good idea. And maybe only then. And this wasn't a good idea. But someone was like, it wasn't even Jared Leto. Like, someone said Ryan Gosling couldn't save this movie. And I will be damned to say I think that's right. So, anyway, what do you think? Did you guys see Tron Ares? What did you have fun? Did you see it? Did you say I didn't even know that came out? Let me know. Or what's a movie you're looking forward to seeing? Like the next movie I'm looking forward to seeing is probably Marty Supreme. Whenever that comes out, when does that Marty Supreme come out? The Josh Safdie flick. That was Josh Safdie's muse on Uncut Gems. This thing's gonna come out on Christmas. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited. Timothée Chalamet playing ping pong. What's better than that? Even more action than Dune right there. So, looking forward to Marty Supreme. Yeah, I think I'm good on the headlines there, guys. I think we're gonna move on to a bit of a weekly recap just to unwind for this episode in the last few minutes here. Appreciate you all sticking around, hanging. This is fun. It's a fun time for me to just kind of get my thoughts out, talk to you all, and you can all hear what I'm saying. I can't really hear you. But if you send me like a voice message, I can read your comments, you know what I mean? You can send me a direct message, you can send me a threat, and I'll report it. But anyway, moving on. So since the last time I did a solo episode, we had a few things happen. I hosted at Helium Indianapolis Comedy Club. Hosted for Sienna Hubert Ross. Hosted there upstairs with feature Elijah Nevels. out of Cleveland, Ohio. And those were fun shows, a little lightly attended, but they were fun. Except for the first one for me, because that was, I think, the worst bomb I ever had in my life. Yeah, if you were at that show, that was not me. But that was one of the ones where, like, you know, you bomb. It's comedy is about bombing. You know what I mean? You just, whoever can keep going through the bombs. And I've had some bombs, brother. I've had some bombs, but that one for me, it was the kind of bomb where you could hear chips being dipped and crunched, where there should have been laughter. And instead of laughter on some, I got like, or or huh. Like I was given the dinner specials or something. That one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That was the kind of night where you go home, you drive home after, and I'm watching videos on YouTube of comedians talking about their biggest bomb stories, just to not walk off a ledge. And they make you feel good because you're trying to laugh about it. You're trying to just like laugh it off. I'm like, oh man, everyone bombs, man. It's part of the process. But brother, when you're getting shot at, when you're bombing, man, it ain't. You don't want to be part of that, but you have to. You have to go through these things. And let me tell you, the next night, Saturday night, late show, we had a good crowd. That was fun. And yeah, did another show on that Sunday. A lot of fun. So shout out to Sienna Hubert Ross. Very funny. Elijah, we had a good time that weekend, man. It was fun. And shout out to Helium Indianapolis. First place that ever paid me to do stand-up comedy. Helium Indianapolis. 2022, I hosted for Bassem Youssef. And I was so new. I didn't even have 10 minutes. I just did crowd work for 10 minutes. It was picking on Middle Eastern people and the cars they drove and how strong the cologne was. But that was my first check in comedy. I framed it. It's in my parents' garage, and that's comedy right there. So that happened. Last week, I went to Louisville, did the Planet of the Tapes open mic. I closed that mic out with 15 minutes. Yeah, 15-minute set. Shout out to Eric Groovely out of Louisville and the whole Louisville comedy scene. That was a fun time. Pretty well attended too for a Monday open mic down in Louisville. But on the way home, I was driving. I was talking to my friends on Discord, as I do on a long drive. I like to hop in. My friends are usually playing video games or something. I hop in there and I listen to what's going on. It's like a podcast where I'm also there. That was profound. But I'm listening to my friends. I'm focused on the road. You know me. I don't get into an accident unless it's someone else's fault or an animal. And I think you know where we're going with this. I'm driving on those back county roads as dark as has like raining. I'm going slow, but not like terribly slow. I'm not going fast. I'm not going terribly fast. And well, who comes up on my left but a deer, a well-grown adult deer who just happened to start running as soon as I'm to a point where I can't stop to miss it and I can't go fast enough to avoid him. And he just jumps on the back of my car like he was a hitchhiker who had heard enough. He didn't even have thumbs. He didn't even raise his hoof. He just tried to jump on like I was a racist taxi driver or something. So, which I am. I don't like deer. I don't like the race of deer. You can quote me on that. And he dented the crap out of my side. It's not that bad, but it's noticeable to me, man. It's noticeable to me. And I hate it. It looks like a house of mirrors, man. It's warped. It's not good. And I made a TikTok about it, and I posted that, but I'm good on the deer. I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm good. If I never saw another deer in my life, I don't think it would impact me. If anything, it would benefit me, because then I would not have to drive in fear at night, or even during the day for that matter. Oh my God. I don't think I can go a quarter of a year without a freaking car accident, I'll tell you. And I don't say this to bum you out. I say this to you for you to be aware of the deer problem. So if you're out there hunting deer, I applaud you. Please hunt a few more for me, because I don't know how to hunt, and I don't really want to get into it. But if you want to take me hunting, that's a different story. I'll learn to boom. I'll take care of one. Now you're not gonna be able to get me out of there. I'll tell you right now. You start me deer hunting. Good luck, buddy. I'm sleeping out there. All right. I'm doing my part. Anyway, gotta get my car fixed. But I'm fine. You have your health, whatever. But I definitely scared my friends in the Discord because I was like, "Fuck!" And they were like, "Yo, he's dead." Not yet. Not yet. So yeah, that was fun. That was not fun. That was what happened. But hey, let's talk about some good things too. Last night, went to Yellow & Co. events in Mahomet, Illinois. Mahomet, Illinois. And we had a good time there. I hosted the show, which was an amazing show, really well attended. That place is awesome, man. That place is so sick. Yellow & Co. It's half amazing boutique, half amazing comedy club. It's the perfect place. And Caroline, my girlfriend, went with me. Shout out to her for making the trip along that drive. We went back in time to Central Time, came back to Eastern Time, and then turned the clocks back an hour. So I don't think we went anywhere. But that was a lot of fun. Did the set. I'll be back there on New Year's Eve hosting 2 shows, which I'm very excited for. I'm going to try to take this camera, try to really film it nicely, try to get some good clips, out of that set because, man, those guys are there and they're laughing and they're laughing loud and it's a really great room. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. IU football is 9-0, baby. You see it right there. You see it right there. Indiana, we're all for you. Copyright strike. IU football is 9-0. 9-Windiana, baby. Back-to-back seasons of 9-0 starts so far. And it's really fun to see. Just, anytime you think you get too up and or too down in life, I just remember the words of the great Kurt Signetti, who's going to have a statue one day in this town. And his words are, yeah, it's a good win. This guy will beat you by 40-plus points on your field, in your conference. He will break your will. He won't break a smile while he's on the field. And he will be on that interview and answer that question when they say, Coach, how does it feel to dominate this team on their home field in your conference? And all he will say is, yeah, it's a good win. This guy, man, that's the mentality I'm talking about, man. That's the mentality that gets you through the bombs and gets you through the great sets. You cannot get too low. You cannot get too high. It all happens here, and it all happens every week on this program, guys. If you enjoyed this show, I know it's over. We're coming to an end. Oh, hey, come on. No, come on, dude. I gotta write some jokes. We're going to an open mic tonight. Remember open mics? We're going to one tonight. We're going to Hoppy Wobble's Pub in Bloomington, Indiana on the west side of town. I can't wait to see all my friends, the comedians, and maybe even 1 or 2 audience members, hopefully. But guys, I appreciate you all listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, send me a message, whatever you want to do. I love you. Have a great week, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Real quick before you click away, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe for all future videos. Hit that bell icon to be notified for all uploads. Have a good one.